Raila Odinga has shown Gachagua the middle finger. Yani amemonyesha ile kitu tunaitaka kidole cha kati. Why do I say this? There's not going to be any, Raila has made it clear that there'll be no any kind of or any shape or form or any possibility under which it's going to work with Gachagua. You know, there's a way Gachagua has been trying to bring Raila close. But ni kama Raila amemsomea 18 and now he's telling him openly that there's nothing like that, that wewe ucheze huko, you are not my age mate. Sisi sio rika, we can't play together. We can't be on that side vile unafikiria. We can't roll like that. I'm going to give my reasons, but before I get into my reasons for all this, if you are new to this platform and you're coming here for the first time, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch, which is very important. That is how you support this platform, and that is how you support the growth of this platform. My name is the African Updater, and what we do here, we just analyze politics, and I also bring you up to speed I bring you up to speed of the things that are happening in Kenya in the political space. So take a second, subscribe, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Yes, so thank you for subscribing. Raila alikuwa na iftar. Those who understand iftar wanajua. So iftar, I think, is where Muslim, you know, Muslim are still on their Ramadan. So kuna ile chakula unapikiaga watu after wametoka kufunga, and then sasa wakifungua, sasa there is that food you prepare for them and then you share the meal. So that is what iftar is for those who don't know. So Raila was had organized something like that for the Muslim community and maybe other people who are there. So I don't know, it was at his place or somewhere else, I'm not sure. So kama kawaida, as the politician they have to speak about politics. And Raila decided to address that issue of Gachagua trying to woo him into joining hands with him so that they can now send Kasongo home. But unajua Raila is dalliance with Ruto. They had that pact, that agreement, and now ameruka story ya Gachagua. So in this video we wanted to look at all the possibilities. Like, why is Raila not willing to work with Gachagua? And another reason is, why is Gachagua so keen on courting Raila and working with him? And what is now the future now that Raila is coming out to say, what is the future for Gachagua now that Raila is coming out to say that no, we are not working with you and I have no any plans of working with you? What is the game plan? What is the end game in all this? So I want you to listen to this video of Raila trying to respond, this soundbite of Raila trying to respond to this. Remember, right now I'll be putting sound bites. I used to put videos, but apparently putting videos like it is, they are being flagged out. So I don't want to experience to have those copyright issues anymore. So just listen to the sound bite, and then kama kawaida, I'll be back.
Kuna wengine ambao wanamwambia sisi tuendelee pande nyingine, hiyo ni mzuri, lakini nasema bwana, jana wewe ulikuwa unasema sisi ni nyang'ao. Leo wewe unamwambia sisi sasa leo tumekuwa malaika. Tumebadilika, tumekuwa kutoka nyang'ao tulikuwa malaika namna gani? Kwa hivyo sisi wenyewe hatuwezi kudanganywa. Tunajua pale tunataka kwenda. Naambia watu wetu wasimame imara. Nina hakika tutafika. Tuna hakika tutafika. Lakini hatutaki unafiki. Ya mtu ambaye anasema hapo mimi nimeweka mtego. Mtego. Waswahili wasema mtego wa panya ushika waliomo na sio kwema. Sasa wale ambao waliweka mtego ndio mtego umewashika.
Yes, you've listened to the Raila soundbite. It's a short one, though there's a long speech. You can always find it. As I always say, these things are always there in the internet. You can always find the long version of it. But now here, why is Raila first? Why is Gachagua so keen in courting Raila? You know, Gachagua as a politician has not matured. He's not like a mature politician. He has been in politics for a very short time. Remember, he was just a member of parliament for one term, and then the next time, the next time, amekuwa deputy president. So he doesn't have like that experience of now, like of handling politics that experience in politics compared to the people like akina Ruto, Raila, even akina Kalonzo. So Gachagua is trying to look at who is this person that I can walk be side by side with him, so that I can learn the intricacies of politics. I can learn how to maneuver around. Yani ni kwena move around, nijue hii game inachezangu aje, how do I move around? Because as much as he's a tough personality, he has a tough personality, he's someone who doesn't go down easily, but still there's always something to learn from people who are much experienced and older than you. So that was number one reason why he's looking at Raila. And if you can notice, Gachagua has not really come out to attack Raila openly the way he used to do it before. Even after he knows very well that ODM MPs are the one who helped Ruto to impeach him, but he has not come out to call Raila for everything. Even this thing that they did, the handshake and everything. Remember, he didn't come out to call Raila for that. He just said that hiyo kitu ni could distract Kenyans and everything. So Gachagua is so keen in working with Raila, so he doesn't want to antagonize Raila. Another reason why he doesn't want to antagonize Raila, because remember when he got into power, he used to say that umze nimeweka mtego kila mahali pale State House akiingia nini na nini. Yani he used to be very arrogant. He used to be like, he used to talk to Raila the way he wants. He used to address Raila even in public, even when they were in a public gathering. You know, there's a way politicians, they attack each other in rallies and in, but when they wakikutana pamoja, there's a way they address each other with respect. There's a way they try, even if they have differences, they don't come out to attack each other. They always look like they are happy, they are smiling, nini na nini. And you have always seen it with Raila and Ruto. Even when they were campaigning back then, they used to fight, but when they meet, there's that bromance that they have. But you know, Gachagua did not know that politics, there's a way you play it. You get, like, you don't, like, he took that attack personal. Like, you used to attack Raila openly, even in funerals, when anywhere that they meet together, used to go hard on him. And now he has realized that Raila is a man of so many lives. Like, you cannot just finish Raila by words and everything. He has, because the same Raila that he wanted to deal with is the same one who has now come back and now has dealt with him. Paka ametolewa, is no longer the deputy president and everything. So there's a lot for Gachagua to learn. So he's trying to, he doesn't want to antagonize Raila because he don't know how deep like Raila can go, like in terms of exacting his revenge. He doesn't know how far Raila can go, because he has realized that this is a man that you cannot just think that you can deal with him by just simple thing. You see, you remember how he used to say, huyu mzee tunampeleka bondo, huyu mzee we will never have any form of handshake again. He will never hatawahi sumbua serikali again. Even there was an attempt on Raila's life, which people allegedly were saying that Gachagua was planning during those demonstrations that 2023, that Gachagua had a plan of killing Raila and everything. So those things didn't work. So Gachagua, he has learned that at the end of the day in politics, some wars you just don't win that by just saying that, by just coming so hard. Sometimes you need to know when you need to slow and to everything. So that is like the number two reason. Number three is that Gachagua knows that Raila is the only strong politician he knows very well that he can work with and they can achieve something great. He knows that akina Kalonzo, akina nani hawana influence. As much as wako na influence, their influence is only limited to Kambani. And Gachagua si mjinga. Gachagua knows that for him to make sure that he exact revenge on Ruto, he needs someone bigger. He needs someone who has much influence, who has great experience in politics. So and that person is right now, it is none other than Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga has a big support base, and he's so much experience in politics. He knows that even if you want to deal with Ruto, he knows what the places he needs to touch so that he deals with Ruto properly. So Gachagua knows this, and that's why he's still, despite the fact that Raila will come openly to deny that, to tell him off, but he will still not respond. He will still not respond the way he used to respond, because he knows very well that Mount Kenya alone, as Mount Kenya they stand alone, they cannot win. They cannot go anywhere. And another thing that Gachagua understands, and Gachagua understands that for politics of Kenya to have, for Kikuyus to come back to power and to have that, and to like wakwena influence vile walikuwa nayo, they need the Luo votes. Not even just as our Luos as voters alone. Luos as voters, they might not be as many as that, but there's a wave that Luos always comes with when they support you. There's an aura. There's a certain way Luos handle. Like when they support you, there's a way they move. There's a way they express. Like it always makes sure that Kenyans is shaken. Like Luos wakikusupport are not people that are so timid that they will hold back their support. I'm not support to Ronnie. Like Luos come out, they will show it in the street. They will show it in the way they speak. They will show it in their voice, in their expression and everything. Like there are people who when they love you, they love you for real. But when they leave you, they leave you for it. So Gachagua knows that for him to make sure that Ruto ameenda nyumbani, he needs that Raila's support. He needs the Luos to be the Kikuyus and the Luos to be on the same side. And one day I'll do a video about the Luos and the Kikuyus and why these people must work together if they ever want to do another change. I will do a video on that, so stay here. So those are the basic reasons why. I think those are the 4 points why I feel like Gachagua feels like he needs Raila in all these matters. Because the reality is, the Kikuyu votes alone cannot take out Raila. And you know, Pia, Gachagua understands that fighting Ruto, it's not easy. Because Ruto has the machinery and Ruto has the experience in politics. Ruto knows what he needs to do. Unaona? Even in terms of keeping Gachagua busy, Ruto can just decide, I'm going to keep Gachagua busy in Mount Kenya. And the best way to do it is very simple, is to make sure that he concentrate in splitting the Mount Kenya votes between the Mount Kenya East and the Mount Kenya West. And that will make Gachagua not move around Kenya going anywhere else. Itabidi tu concentrate tu hapo Mount Kenya in trying to unite the Mount Kenya. And you know, right now, even the way you see the way like Ruto is planning to do a tour of Mount Kenya, but a rumor says it that is only going to concentrate in Meru, Embu and those areas. He's not going to go to Mount Kenya, the Kikuyu community part of Mount Kenya. So Ruto can decide to keep Gachagua busy in those areas, and that's why you see Gachagua needs someone who is as experienced as Raila to help him deal with Ruto. Now I want to say why Raila doesn't want to work with Gachagua. Raila doesn't want to work with Gachagua because he understands that, number one, Gachagua is mature, is still a toddler in politics, and he doesn't want to go somewhere whereby he feels like he's going to be controlled by someone who is not experienced in politics. Another reason is that he knows that Gachagua's support is fickle. It's not something that he can bank on like the Mount Kenya support is not something that he can bank on. He has always tried to bank on Mount Kenya support, but they have always come out to disappoint him and to show him that they will never support him no matter what. So he knows that by working with Gachagua, unless it is something that Raila has really pictured well how he's going to use the Mount Kenya votes for his own benefit. But in terms of making him the president, Raila knows that's a big lie. Gachagua cannot do that. And Mount Kenya has always made it clear they'd rather vote for a dog, or they'd rather vote for a cup or ama pigiata sahani kura, but not Raila Odinga. So he knows Raila is smart. He can't be used. He understands this very well. So unless he has it very clearly, he has it all figured out how he's going to benefit from, how he's going to use the Mount Kenya vote for his own benefit. For his own benefit, not to vote for him, but for his own interest, then he will go there and work with Gachagua. But as long as that one is not well cut out for him, he doesn't understand how this thing is going to play out, he's not going to go there. He's not going to work with Gachagua in any way, shape or form. So that is number 2 as to the reason why I feel like he's not going to work with Gachagua. Number 3 is that Raila understands that in politics is a game of interest. So he doesn't understand. Gachagua has not come out clearly like he doesn't understand these politicians, this section of politicians, the kind of interest they have. Is it their interest? Is it to remove Ruto or not? Like they don't clearly understand why he's being called for this. So unless maybe they come out clearly, what do they want? Do they want to, like, their interest is just to make sure that Ruto doesn't become the president in 2027, or they have any other hidden agenda? And in politics, you don't rush in making decisions. So basically, that is what I feel. And lastly, Raila has got a personal interest. There's something that Raila is trying to achieve by working with Ruto that he knows very well. The moment he start associating with Gachagua, he might antagonize some of those things that he's looking at. So Raila has a purpose, and you can see clearly even in that audio. If you watch it full, alisema sisi tunajua mahali penye tunaenda, we know what we want, we know where we are going. So there is something, I know the Raila are the politician. If you want to know, if you ever want to understand politicians, always understand that politicians never hawananga kitu inaitwa genuine love. Those people don't love each other. What keeps them together are interest, and Raila is there solely for his own personal interest and that goal and that thing that he wants to achieve. We still don't know what exactly he wants to achieve. I have tried to preempt some of the things that he wants to achieve, and I said it here that Raila has a plan to impeach Ruto before 2027. And for him to achieve that, he must make sure that everything he's trying to, all the traps he's trying to set, zimesetiwa vizuri before he launches his attack. Because right now, if he's seen there's that dalliance and bromance with Gachagua, he might just end up destroying some of his traps. So right now he's trying to make sure that he sets up everything, and that's why you see even Leo just recently, like yesterday, the president did some reshuffle of the PSS, and you can see the broad-based 50-50 thing in those appointments. So Raila has a scheme, Raila has a end plan, and he knows that at the end of the day, Ruto nimemshikilia hapa. So he can't antagonize his plans before he's all set. And then maybe later he might just go for Gachagua, because bringing Gachagua on board is easy. Because right now he has taught Gachagua a lesson. He has told Gachagua, hey, I'm the boss, I'm the sheriff in this town. You don't mess with me. You don't F with me like that. I'm the sheriff in this town. So akimwambia sasa kuja hapa, kaa hapa chini, tulia. Sasa acha nikuonyeshe vile jana ucheze. Gachagua atakimbia sana kwa Raila, ndio aonyeshwe. And that's when Raila will now use him for his own benefit. So I feel like there's a scheme, there's a plan in all this. Now, let me see. Finally, let us see Raila. What is the future of Nani? What is the future of Gachagua without Raila? The truth of the matter is, if Raila doesn't work with, if Gachagua doesn't work with Raila, Gachagua will just end up like any other politician with influence that will take you nowhere. The same way like people like Kalonzo. Kalonzo has influence that never takes him anywhere. You get? That's the same way that Gachagua will end up with. Gachagua will end up with an influence that will take him nowhere. And you know his kingship in Mount Kenya is very fickle. It's something that can go away anytime. So he doesn't want to antagonize that. So he must be seen. He must be seen as someone who, no matter how things are, I'm someone who can be dependent on, and someone who can team up with something. We achieve something. We win big in the next coming election. So he's someone who is walking on a very tight rope, because the support that he has, it can shift immediately. So he's someone who is trying to balance all these things. You get? So him not working with Raila will cost him politically, because it will be very easy for Raila to deal with him, right? Not Raila, sorry, for Ruto to deal with him. It will be very, very easy. You get? Very, very easy for Ruto to deal with him. So he understands this. As much as I'm brave, I really need to, I'm done with if I'm not working with Raila, because he understands that working with Martha Karua, working with all these people, Kalonzo and all these people, yes, as much as it will give us a name outside there, but it will never amount to anything, because these are people whose influence it's yani iko tu hapo, yezi wapeleka anywhere. So I think if he's not going to work with Raila, then he will be done. I think for Mount Kenya people, like generally, for them to achieve anything, and this is no matter how much they will look at it, whichever side they will look at it, they need Raila. If they want to achieve anything, if they want to remove Ruto from power, if they want to achieve anything, they need Raila in any shape or form. The same way to Ruto. For Ruto to be president, and to continue being president and then being the election in 2027, Raila is a very important figure. Raila has to be part of all these things. Raila has to support him. He has to get a piece of Raila in whichever shape or form. So it's a delicate balance for Gachagua, but as I say, in politics, a day in politics is like 1,000 years. So things can change up very fast. So let's not rule out Gachagua or anybody. So that is it, guys. I believe you have enjoyed whatever I've shared with you from the start and now. Thank you for the return subscribers and the people and the new subscribers, and for those people who have watched this video until the end. Kindly share your opinion and thoughts in the comment section, and as I always say, try as much as possible to remain respectful. Don't insult anybody, just remain objective, because what we are trying to do, we are trying to create a platform that's a safe space for everyone who loves to discuss politics and everyone who loves development of this country. Thank you. Until next time, my name is the African Updater. Bye.